2016 was the year several legends died, and my dad certainly was a legend in the world of Speedway. Speedway was my dad's life, and as a result, Speedway has been a big part of my life too. From an early age, Dad took me around the country with him to various tracks. I remember being put up at various people's houses in my younger years as friends of his up and down the country, and more than happy to have Dad, me and sometimes my mum stay with them for a few nights whilst we travelled to different tracks around the UK. Despite never being able to drive, Dad was very good at getting to whichever meeting he needed to get to. Train, boat, bus, coach. I don't think he ever flew except for his yearly visits to Australia, mind. I remember often waiting at the Esso garage just off Junction 2 on the M25 waiting for lifts to various tracks. Dad would certainly get about. In later years I remember the many road trips down to the Isle of Wight on Tuesdays. Through Dad I got to experience the delights of being in the referee's box, watching the amazing racing next to him, hearing him provide his commentary to the crowds, as well as the odd argument on a decision. He was also very good at volunteering me for odd jobs at tracks. I've done timekeeping, official programme fillings, scoreboards at the now defunct London track for the Grand Prix, track grading and pusher, barmaid at Kings Lynn, and even filled in for him a couple of times for rerun videos. Needless to say, I did not get Dad's gift with spoken word when it comes to interviews. When work got in the way of my ability to get to meetings, Dad was still racking up the weekly miles. Trying to see him over the course of the Speedway season turned into a military operation. Monday, Wolverhampton. Tuesday, Isle of Wight. Wednesday, Kings Lynn. Thursday, Bellevue. Friday, Arena Essex. Saturday, Eastbourne, and Sunday, Iwade. But I am free in 2 weeks' time. If there was a rain off, I might be able to add a sneaky visit and whisk him off to the local pub. Since Dad's passing, I've been reminded how amazing the Speedway community is. The tributes, messages and photos I have received have shown just how much Dad was loved, not just by me and my family, but by so many others. He really will be missed by so many, but for now, I ask you to make some noise, cheer on your team and enjoy this fantastic meeting in his memory.
5-1 heat advantage to the White Warriors, lead by 7 points to 5. And yes, as I said, carrying on where he left off.
Well, it is a big welcome to the Andrew Ewley Stadium for this very special occasion. It is the Bryn Williams Celebration meeting. It is the White Warriors against the Weymouth Wildcats. More about that, a little bit about Bryn. First of all, of course, he was a great steward here at the Isle of Wight, representing the club on many occasions. Acting team manager, but mainly known for his announcing. Sadly no longer with us, passed away due to illness just before Christmas, and very, very sadly missed. A big bumper crowd expected today, and donations going to Bryn's favourite charity, of course, the Speedway Riders Benevolent. So let's go join Andy Haig and see who he's got for the interviews.
We're Barry Bishop at the start of the meeting here. Barry, Weymouth are back. It's a celebration for Bryn's life. How's it all come together tonight?
Well, we rode against Weymouth, as you know, last year, and it was a successful meeting. So we were going to probably do it anyway, is the truth, to help Weymouth raise their profile a little bit. And so when, unfortunately, at Christmas, Bryn passed away, we thought, why not throw it open to the Speedway community and the Isle of Wight and have a free meeting. And we've been helped with that from Covec and the Warriors ourselves, Weymouth of course, also APT Bournemouth, and also Ian Arnold as well, sorry I have to remember his name, who were very kindly helping us with that, and also Tony Cook, AJ Cook Building Services as well. So we're very grateful for that. Of course there will be some additional investment from the Warriors. We didn't quite achieve the sponsorship target. However, I'm sure it's going to be a great night, and we're very proud to be hosting this for him. It
is excellent to see that you've opened it up to the island and the Speedway world for free for everybody. We know how much the ethos of the Warriors is. Speedway should be for all. So we're really looking forward to a bumper crowd tonight.
Yeah, a bumper crowd. For everyone says you'll be happy to have a lot more people in the stadium. Of course. The truth is, though, I'm not doing it for more people in the stadium. I'm doing it for Bryn, because I actually know this is the sort of thing that Bryn would love, which is why we've got the kids coming out, we've got the main event, we've got the blast from the past, and we've got the 1 lap dash. So I know that this would make Bryn happy. Bryn would love it.
Without a doubt. Well, I know you're a busy man tonight, so enjoy the rest of the night. We'll catch up with you afterwards, and we'll see how the night goes.
Superb, thanks very much.
We're joined with referee for tonight, Christina Turnbull.
Hello.
Christina, thank you so much for coming over tonight.
It's a pleasure.
Bryn Williams Celebration evening here.
Absolutely.
Now, you've spent many an hour in the referee's box with Bryn sat next to you up and down the country, so can you give us a little bit of an insight with working with Bryn there?
Yeah, I think my first memories of Bryn when I was a trainee, and he always had wise words for us trainees. He was a wily old fox, don't let him kid you there, but I learnt a lot from Bryn when I was training. He was always great as a team manager, because the phone would go and you'd think, oh, here comes the phone call, I'm going to get it, and Bryn would say something like, nice day we're having today, isn't it? And you go, yeah, and he's going, yeah, they think I'm giving you a hard time, but I know it's not going to do any good, so we'll just talk about the weather or whatever. And then he said, I'm going to slam the phone down now, and that'll be the conversation done. We said, okay. So we had a few conversations like that as team manager, referee over the years. We had a few good laughs in the box. He was great to work with. A very knowledgeable guy, very nice guy. And I'm very honoured to be doing this meeting. He gave a huge amount of his life and time to Speedway, like a lot of people that volunteer, and I mean, he put his heart and soul into it, and I'll always remember him fondly, and as I say, he taught me a lot, so yeah, he'll be missed. Yeah, he will be. So we obviously a free night tonight. Yes, isn't that fantastic? I really hope it's a lovely night. The track's looking good. Yeah, I hope. I've already been telling people on the boat and the taxi, get down here. It's a great opportunity to see Speedway, good Speedway for free.
With Neil Vatcher then before the meeting tonight. Neil, over on the island for Bryn's celebration meeting. Of course, you spent a lot of time with Bryn, working with him. What's your memories?
Yeah, bless him. Like, I think everyone knows that Bryn's been ill for sort of many years, but that didn't stop him from, certainly coming here every week and doing his job and his duties, and Bryn worked right up until the end, and last season he was absolutely delighted to see Speedway back on the island. Like, I know during the year before and sort of during the winter, Bryn was at the majority of the fans forums and was all for bringing Speedway back to the island, and he was as happy as any of us were when he did return last year, and it was obviously a sad day in December when he passed away, unfortunately. Yeah,
like you said, he used to travel the breadth of the country, didn't he? I mean, he didn't drive, but he managed to get around to nearly all the venues.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, really. Like, obviously, through my roles of being team managers, also particularly at Lakeside in my 5-year period there, Bryn was always at Lakeside, and you would turn up at different venues like Swindon or Bellevue or wherever Lakeside went, and sure enough, Bryn would be sort of there as well. So somehow he managed to get to these different places, and like a lot of us lived and breathed the sport, and the sport's a sadder place without him.
Kelsey back at home in the Warriors yet again.
Right.
Celebrate Bryn, obviously Bryn's meeting, free meeting, lots of people in already. How are you feeling?
Well, I found out earlier the morning when I was growing up and on the 250s, Bryn was actually there commentating, so it's actually quite nice being here, able to ride in his memory. But yeah, I'm feeling good, and I think all of the other Weymouth Wildcats feeling good, so it should be an alright meeting.
Alright, have a safe night, mate. I'll catch up with you later.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
You blinked!
Have I got a... Oh,
You
I was
blinked!
staring out!
You blinked!
I was staring out who's last!
You blinked!
Oh, is it
You
blinked?
blinked! There you go.
It's all about blinking.
We'll have 2 and 4.
Boys and girls, are you ready then? Start on, boys and girls, get ready. We welcome the visiting team this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise for the Weymouth Wildcats. Go on. High five with Chris Cook from the boys and girls, welcome with on Tuesday. So are we ready then for the home team? Are we ready for the Isle of Wight Warriors? Make some noise for the boys, here's the Warriors! To you, and one by one we'll settle down from 7 to 1. Okay, those guys, here they come. Here's our old school riders riding those jacks this evening. They're coming out onto the track. We'll introduce these guys to you as well. Sorry for leaving you out, guys. Didn't realise you were standing there waiting for me. I got sun on my eyes. That's my excuse for sticking to it. So we'll see some action on track from the jacks as well. In the meantime, here are the Weymouth Wildcats, our visitors tonight. Riding at number 7, make loads of noise for Penny Baldry. Number 6 is Kyle Bickley. Number 5, Georgie Woods. Number 4, Matty Bates. Number 2 is...
Hey, Tigger! I'm going to start calling you... That's the new nickname, man.
Tresadern and Martin Peters of the Weymouth Wildcats. So we're saying hi then this evening to our Wightlink Warriors. Here we go. Riding down here, number 7 to our big mate boys. And number 7 is Sealey. We'll say hi by the way, number 8 is Jamie Bursill, number 8 riding this evening tonight. We'll see you then, thank on here. Riding number 6 is Bryn Williams. Riding number 5 is Greaves. Riding after the wall, the Warriors is Widman. Riding number 3 is the skipper, James Cockle. Riding number 2 is Ben Hopwood. And riding at number 1.
Well, the fun and games and all the introductions are now at an end. It's time to get on with the action. And well, the riders coming on to the circuit for the opening heat of this celebration of the life of Bryn Williams, and it's the Wight Warriors against the Wildcats of Weymouth. So the fun and games may have been over, but now it's going to get serious because it doesn't matter what tournament you're in, these guys want to race. So the lineup then for the opening heat, in the red helmet there it is Ben Wilson. His partner in blue for the Warriors, Ben Hopwood. For the visitors in white it is Matt Williams, and Kelsey Dugard is the rider in yellow. That's how they line up then for heat number 1. 4 laps of racing. Clutch start, remember, 0 to 70 in just a split second. 3 points for a win, 2 for a second, 1 for a third. Nothing if you come last. Team with the most points at the end of the day will be victorious. The home team wear the red and blue helmet colours. The visitors wear white and the yellow and black quarters. So here we go, starting marshal at the line. The referee today, Christina Turnbull, calling them into place here. Chris Cass, the starting marshal, walks away. The green light's about to come on. And away they go. And the charge for the first turn. Williamson's made a super start there in the white helmet. Williamson in front. Hopwood in second place. Third place at the moment is Wilson. At the back there in yellow it is Kelsey Dugard. But it is Williamson out in front. Made a really fast start. He's coming under pressure here from Ben Hopwood in the blue helmet. And we know Hopwood loves the big wide open spaces. He loves to bomb round the outside. And he can't get close enough as they come off of turn 2. Williamson has opened up a sizable lead. Third place at the moment there it is Ben Wilson. So we're looking at a shared heat here in the opening race. And look how far Williamson is in front here. It's going to be interesting to know what the time is here. Goes down the back straight. Still Hopwood in second place. Hopwood course has ridden for several clubs including Eastbourne, Ryehouse and the Stoke Potters. It's Williamson leading away here, really putting in an ace performance. It's down the back straight, long way clear. Still Hopwood in second place. Third place it is Wilson. So it will be a split heat here in heat number 1 as Williamson goes over the line for 3 points. 2 points go to Hopwood, 1 point goes to Wilson. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Wildcats. And first putt goes to the rider in white for the visitors there in 69.2 seconds.
So I can bring you the official results of heat number 1.
So Matt coming round for an extra lap of honour here. You've enjoyed that one on Britain's biggest raceway.
Winning time for Matt.
Good crowd here tonight. Difficult to judge exact figures because of the size of the stadium, but certainly in the high hundreds, may even be pushing 1,000.
Third place in red for the Warriors was Bryn Williamson, and Kelsey Dugard was the fourth finisher. No point. He's going to take the place.
So here we go then, the riders coming onto the circuit for heat number 2. And riding in red it is Rik Mullins. Mullins, of course, had a spell with Lakeside. And Iwade in Kent. His partner in blue, well, it should have been Jamie Sealey, but Jamie a non-starter at the moment, and it is Jamie Bursill who's coming into his place.
Heat number 2's on its way. That one change in programme for this.
In the white helmet it is Kyle Bickley, and in yellow Kenny Baldry. Kenny Baldry rode for the Lighthouse Raiders last year, found going rather tough there at the tricky Hoddesdon Raceway. Kyle Bickley snapped up by Bellevue and Workington, no real surprise there, a northerner, but he's come down here to show us what he can do here in this celebration for our great friend Bryn Williams. I'm sure Bryn is looking down on us, and you'll be blessed that it is a sunny evening here on the Isle of Wight.
Don't forget to get behind the teams, whoever you're supporting tonight. The guys can hear you inside those helmets, so let's do it. Let's make some noise for the boys. Heat number 2.
As Chris Popple says, let's make some noise. Look at the crowd there, nice to see. Here we go, heat number 2. And away they go in a charge for the first turn, and a good start there for Bickley. Very fast off the inside there. Mullins trying to come round the outside of him as he goes down the back straight. It's Bickley in front. Mullins in second place. Third place at the moment it is Kenny Baldry. Mullins going up the banking. Baldry going very, very wide, coming off the corners there. Almost overcooked it. But it's the young whiz kid out in front. Bickley leading the way. Down the back straight. Untroubled, long way in front. Been watching him over the years, coming through the younger generation of British Speedway in the British Youth Championships. And well, it looks like he's taken to the 500cc's as easy as you like. Still in second place it is Mullins. Third place there in yellow it is Baldry. Mullins looking up slightly there, looks back over his shoulder. He'll have to settle for second place. Not too much excitement in this one, apart from the fact that this youngster is tearing them apart there. He's got a whole straight advantage. Goes round the bottom turn, heads for the checkered flag. He's going to win heat 2 by the proverbial mile. So Bickley, the winner for the Wildcats. Second place does go to Mullins, and third place there to Baldry. So it's 2 points to the Warriors. It is 4 to the Wildcats, and that means it is 5 points to the Warriors and 7 to the Wildcats. So the visitors taking the lead for the first time in heat number 2. Winning time there 73.5. When it looked a lot faster, it doesn't matter if you're in front as long as you win the race.
Very fine win indeed from the rider in white, Kyle Bickley for the Weymouth Wildcats. Kyle's winning time 73.5. 73.5. Second in red for the Warriors was Rik Mullins. Third in yellow for the Wildcats, Kenny Baldry.
So the riders coming onto the circuit then for heat number 3, and it's James Cockle in the red helmet for the Warriors. Skipper of the Warriors once again here. His partner in blue is Chris Widman. Widman, of course, carrying an injury. Let's see how he gets on here today. Rob Shuttleworth, well, he rode very well last week in that individual meeting here at the Andrew Uni Stadium. And Tom Woolley is the rider in yellow. So Wooly seems to have been around a few years now, but he's a good little competitor. He will give it a go, you can be sure about that. So we're waiting patiently for the riders to come to the line to get this race underway. There's confirmation of the lineup. Cockle in the red helmet will go from the outside gate. Blue helmet there. It is Chris Widman. And in fact, as I say that, Tom Woolley goes into the outside gate. Widman comes into gate number 1. Shuttleworth there in the Smithsy Levers on gate number 2. And Cockle on gate number 3. He'll be hoping to put some muscle into this one. So here we go then, starting marshal. Give them plenty of time to settle down to get this one underway.
On gate number 3, wearing the red helmet colour, is the Warrior skipper. It's James Don Cockle.
Right, now Chris Cass has decided enough is enough. Let's get these riders ready to race for heat number 3. 5-7 the scores, remember, in favour of the visitors. So the green light has come on, and away they go in the charge for the first turn. And look at this, here it is. Woolley from the outside has made a super start there. Tom Woolley in front. Here comes Cockle bursting round the outside, takes over the lead down the back straight. Super pass there from Cockle. Cockle in front, Woolley in second place. Shuttleworth there in third place, coming under pressure from Widman, who's gone past him. Wow, surprise here. No real one with Cockle out in front, but Widman going past Shuttleworth. Can he make some inroads up on Tom Woolley in second place? Well, he's been running for the Midland clubs the last couple of seasons. There is James Cockle, loving it here on the Isle of Wight. Putting some good form down at Plymouth last Friday as well, in the Warriors defeat down there. The tiny St Boniface Arena in deepest, darkest Devon. But he's here in the sunshine on the Isle of Wight out in front. Still Woolley in second place, so once again not too much excitement as far as the racing goes, but it is Cockle who takes 3 points. 2 points go to Woolley, 1 point goes to Widman. We've now had 3 of the 15 heats of this meeting, and it is the Isle of Wight who draw level because Cockle the winner, Widman in third place there. That means it's a 4-2 to the Warriors, and that means the scores are now 9 to the Isle of Wight and 9 to Weymouth. Cockle is going to come round for another round of applause here. Big crowd, so he's going to milk it, and why not? 72.1 the winning time. Would suggest he didn't have to wind it on too much there, because that of course is nowhere near the fastest times. If you're out in front, it don't matter. Signal to the camera. Cockle now heading back to the pits.
Points to the Warriors and 2 to the Wildcats. Progressively, the scores tied together. 9 to the Wildcats, 9 to the Warriors.
So look across the fields to the housing in the distance here as the Smallbrook Stadium, as it used to be called, now of course Andrew Uni. The sun beaming down as we wait for the riders to come onto the circuit for the 4th race. And the 2-minute warning put on by the referee Christina Turnbull. Lights revving away. We're getting ready for this one. We can tell you Nathan Greaves will be in the red helmet. Look at the crowd here, lovely to see.
Get ready for that. We're going to learn in the new James Cockle song.
Wind, little breeze, the sun is out, the flags are flying as we get ready for this race. Nathan Greaves rides in the red helmet. Jamie Sealey is in blue. In the white helmet there is Georgie Wood, and in yellow is Kenny Baldery. That's how they line up then for the 4th race. 9 points apiece. still plenty to race for. And as always, a thanks to all the sponsors who have made it possible here to have Speedway on the Isle of Wight. The stadium just outside Ryde. First opened to racing in 1996. They were the White Wizards. They then become the Islanders, and they spent many a year in the Premier League, the second tier of British Speedway, before sadly that came to an end. They came back last year as the Warriors, and things have gone from better to better every single week. They do a fantastic job here. So here we go then, heat number 4. The starting marshal calling them into line. It is Greaves in the red helmet. And away they go. And look at this here, it's the rider in white, Georgie Wood, who absolutely flew away there. Wood it is in front, Greaves in second place. Third place at the moment in blue. Yeah, well, it looks like it is Mullins out there. Is there a change there? We haven't been told. And indeed, it is Rik Mullins in blue. In yellow, it is Kenny Baldry. Down the back straight here. And Wood coming under pressure here from Greaves. Greaves going right up the bank and really screwing it on here. And Georgie Wood there is coming under tremendous pressure. Go round this first and second turn. Wood it is leading away, and look at this here. Another rider in red tries to find a way round the outside. Greaves going right up the banking on the bottom turn, but Wood has ridden a superb race. Round this first and second turn, and he still hasn't got it all his own way. As Greaves tries the outside burst again as they go down the back straight into the bottom turn. It is Woods on the inside, it's Greaves on the outside. It's going to be a race for the line. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Georgie Wood. Terrific race there. Georgie Wood, the winner. Second place, Nathan Greaves. But boy, oh boy, did he make him work. Super Speedway there in heat number 4. Celebration wheelie attempt from Georgie Woods. And third place there went to Kenny Baldry as Rik Mullins retired from the race. So that is 2 points to the Warriors. It is 4 to the Wizards. Georgie Wood coming round for an extra lap of honour here. And that means the scores are now 11 to the Warriors and 13 to the Wildcats. 71.5. Not the fastest of the night, but he certainly had to work very, very hard to achieve it. So 2 points separating the sides in favour of the visitors. And shortly we're going to turn our attention to the veterans who are going to come out and give us a little bit of demonstrations of what Speedway was like in the 50s and 60s. Here they come now. But this pop will introduce the riders to you.
Race number 1. And the line-up for you comes from Chris out on the centre green. The 2-minute time allowance in operation for the 4 last from the past riders just coming out on top. So we're going to line it up our first race from Blast of the Past, number 1. Riding in red on the inside gate is Rob Snow, representing Southampton. Riding the blue gate number 2, representing Coventry Speedway, is Rob Jones. Riding in white on gate number 3 is Dave Harvey, representing Wimbledon. Gate number 4, yellow, is Paul Stanley, representing Craven. Here we go then, let's have the blast on the pass. back in the day where the Jap machines, before the Jawas came in and the new builds of bikes as well. So there you go. Give them a round of applause for your blast from the past. They'll be back out in a short while as well. And so we'll get the results of that one from our Rock in the box. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you, Chris, just to give you the 2-minute warning there for heat number 5.
No worries, mate. Thank you, Rob.
Well, we pan around the crowd here while we wait for the riders to come out onto the circuit for heat number 5. It really is lovely to see it there. You can get them to come back every week, then there's no reason why this club can't flourish even more. It shows the support is there. And it's all about entertainment and putting on a show, and certainly Barry Bishop has got that top of his agenda. So we're waiting patiently for the riders to come onto the circuit to get the 5th race underway. Reminder, the scores 11-13 to the visitors. As always, the stadium looking immaculate. So here we go then, the riders coming on to the circuit. And it should be an interesting one because James Cockle was a winner first time out. And Chris Widman picked up a 3rd place point. Matt Williams was winner of the opening race. And Kelsey Dugard failed to score. So this is an interesting looking one here. Cockle and Williamson both unbeaten. And, for Cockle to come to the line, he will go off of gate number 2. Williamson there on gate number 3. Dugard this time will be on the inside gate, gate number 1.
The 2-minute time allowance counting down rapidly now, and there's less than 30 seconds remaining for the riders in heat number 5.
Less than 30 seconds, and of course the main one of that is James Cockle. We wait patiently for them to come into place here.
It's on that's birthday, Jane, that is, on Sunday. Jane and Graham sponsor number 5, and it lines up for you like this. Riding in yellow and black on the inside gate is the skipper of the Weymouth Wildcats tonight. It's Kelsey Dugard.
So here we go then, the starting marshal now calling him into place to get this one underway. So Dugard on 1, Cockle on 2, Williamson on 3, and Widman on the outside gate, gate number 4. Green lights on, away they go. Williamson again has made a super start there. Cockle's missed the start there. Widman in 2nd place, Dugard coming through on the inside. Widman coming round the outside is going to the bottom turn. It is Williamson who's already built up a sizable lead. And here comes Cockle now trying to get in the picture. He's at the back. Can he find a way up on the inside here of Kelsey Dugard? Widman doing well there in 2nd place. It's a little bit of a rut there in the middle of that turn. Let's go down the back straight. And here comes Cockle now looking for a way round the inside as Dugard moves up the banking, and he's got Widman in his sight here as they go into the 1st and 2nd turn. Dugard trying to switch to the inside here. Widman riding it fast, riding it wide. But he's got a real tiger on his tail, and here comes Cockle mixing in as well here. And Dugard still riding the line, out in the dirt where Cockle wants to be. And now he's moving out to attack Widman here. Widman there in 2nd place, coming under pressure from Dugard, who's gone past him here. Cockle has pulled up, and all of a sudden the Warriors are in trouble. Williamson wins it by the proverbial mile, but it was Kelsey Dugard who burst through into 2nd place there, taking Widman on that final lap. Cockle it was pulled out of it. It's 3 points to Williamson there, his 2nd win of the night, but more importantly it's 5 to the Wildcats, it's 1 to the Warriors. And there's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 12 and Weymouth have 18. So at the moment things looking good for the visitors. The riders coming to the line here for heat number 4, number 6 even, and the lineup here will show Ben Wilson in the red helmet here. In the blue helmet, it is Ben Hopwood. Georgie Wood is in white. And in the yellow helmet here, it is Kyle Bickley. Now, Wood and Bickley won their first 2 races. So here we go then, Starling Marshall calling them into line to get this one underway. So Wilson on 1, Hopwood on 3, Georgie Wood on gate number 2, Kyle Bickley on the outside gate, gate number 4. The referee has got them ready, releases the tapes quick, and away they go in a charge for the first turn. It's Hopwood has made a start. Hopwood leading away, Wilson has gone with him there. Wood is back in 3rd place. At the back it is Bickley, but what a start from the Big Ben there as it struck 2 going into that corner. Ben Wilson and Ben Hopwood, and it's Hopwood leading away. Wilson there in 2nd place, 3rd place at the moment Georgie Wood. At the back it is Bickley, and the Warriors on a 5-1 of their own this time. Around the bottom turn, Hopwood in the blue helmet not looking for his partner, who's quite happy to sit behind him. And Georgie Wood is beginning to make a bit of inroads here on Wilson, and they can't afford to dilly-dally on the way here because Georgie Wood is riding fast here. He's going right up the bank and he's trying to cut back on the inside. Wilson looks over his shoulder, and Hopwood is holding up proceedings here. Wilson in 2nd place, Wood going out in the dirt here, trying to switch back to the inside here to go down the back straight. It's still the Warriors on a 5-1 with Ben Hopwood in front. And Wilson coming under pressure as Wood goes past 1. Can he get them both? No, he can't, but he does snatch 2nd place on the line. Super ride there from Georgie Wood. And stopping the Warriors getting what looked a certain 5-1 for a couple of laps there. Wood, though, riding his socks off for 2nd place. So the official result was a win for Ben Hopwood. 2nd place, Georgie Wood. 3rd place, Ben Wilson. At the back, Kyle Bickley. It's a 4-2 to the Warriors. There's the scores on the doors. The Warriors have 16 and the Wildcats now have 20. So 6 becomes 4. Ben Hopwood, though, showing he hasn't forgot the fastest way around this circuit, and it's the fastest one of the night as well. So super stuff from the rider in blue.
Place, the rider in red for the Warriors was Ben Wilson, and Carl Bickley, the 4th finisher with no points. 4 points to the Isle of Wight, 2 points to Weymouth. Progressively now, it's the Isle of Wight.
The track holding up well here.
On 20.
And the racing pretty exciting, as we said. It may be a challenge in name. It's not a challenge when the riders are out there on the circuit. So the 2 minutes flicking away here for heat number 7. 7 of 15. We'll give you the runners and riders for that race very shortly. So let's get ready then for heat number 7. And the riders just about to come onto the circuit.
Sponsoring heat number 7, remembering Eileen Shepherd. In Eileen's memory,
as we move away to the start line, let's take a look at the lineup then. Nathan Greaves rides in red, Rik Mullins is in blue, Rob Shuttleworth in white, and the rider in yellow is Tom Woolley. Woolley looked very impressive first time out, got a 2nd place. Shuttleworth in his first one failed to score. Nathan Greaves chased hard for 2 points first time out, and Ricky Mullins struggled early on. What can he do in this one here? So waiting patiently for the riders to come to the line. The start marshal, Chris Cass, been here a few years now. He walks away, the green light's on, and away they go, and a charge for the first turn. And into the first turn it is Greaves who's made a perfect start. Greaves in his lead away, 2nd place there. It is Shuttleworth. 3rd place at the moment in yellow, it is Shuttleworth's partner. And that is Tom Woolley at the back. It is Ricky Mullins, but it is Greaves out in front here. Riding a high dirt line. It's down the back straight. still. Shuttleworth in second place, Woolley in third place. And it looks like we may have lost Mullins with machine problems. No problems for the rider in red out in front. And that is Nathan Greaves. Very successful couple of years riding for Dudley. It's around the bottom turn there is Shuttleworth in second place. The riders well spread out in this one. Not the most exciting race you've seen, but you can only beat what's in front of you, and he's doing that very nicely. He's around the bottom turn, heading for the checkered flag. There he goes, over the line. Greaves in his victory. Second place goes to Shuttleworth. Third place goes to Woolley. It's 3 points to the Warriors. It's 3 to the Wildcats. That means the scores are now 19 points to the Isle of Wight and 23 to Weymouth. So almost at the halfway stage of this Bryn Williams Celebration meeting. Grab of the flag there. And coming round to the applause of the crowd. And they enjoyed it, that's for sure. Saw their home hero win the race. Great to see so many kids here today as well. And there it is, the Warriors lost his flag, and well, will he come back and collect it? It looks like he will. A good one there for Nathan Greaves, and Nathan's time 71.4 seconds. So we get ready then for heat number 8, and riding in the red helmet here it is Ben Hopwood. Fine win for him last time out. Jamie Sealey is his partner in blue. Kelsey Dugard had a paid win last time out. He rides in the white helmet, and in yellow and black it is Kenny Baldry. So maybe just a chance here for the Warriors to try and claw back into that 4-point deficit. Waiting for the riders to come into place. There is Ben Hopwood. He'll be on his favourite outside gate position for this 8th race. Kelsey Dugard there is next to him on gate number 3. Very good second place last time out. So starting marshal calling them into place to get this 8th race underway. Here we go, green lights on and away they go, and a charge for the first turn, and it's Hopwood's got a flyer from the outside. Hopwood in front, Dugard in second place, Belky there in third place. Sealey's at the back here. Let's go down the back straight. And it is Ben Hopwood leading the way. He's already built up a sizable lead, riding for the Kent Kings this year. He's Ben. So we see him here a couple of times. Comes with the Kings. Much changed team down there in Sittingbourne. But he won't mind that. He's out in front in this one. He's seeing daylight. He's really got a big lead. Powering round the big sweeping turns here at the Andrew Ewley Stadium. Second place it is still Kelsey Dugard. Third place it is Kenny Baldry. Riders really are well spread out here, so we are looking at a shared heat. That means, of course, the Wildcats will maintain that 4-point advantage. Had some good trips down to Ready Pole Lane in the past. Both of their circuits, be nice to see them come back into British Speedway. Ben Hopwood, though, he won't care who he's beating. He's just won heat number 8 in 72.2 seconds. Second place goes to Kelsey Dugard, and third place there goes to Kenny Baldry. So 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Wildcats, and that means the scores after 8 races are 22 points to the Isle of Wight and 26 to Weymouth. So they are putting their name in the shop window. Ben Hopwood certainly put his 3 points into his race programme. He'll be happy with that one. His second race win of the evening.
Winning time 72.
Comes round to the applause of the crowd. And always good to see that. But still the Warriors 4 points behind. Kelsey Dugard having a quick look round there on the back straight. Heading back to the pits. Of course, his own page on Speedway Portal. And now it's time for the veterans. Let's hand you over to Chris Popple.
And here we go then, a little break now from the main event race selection to witness some more blasts from the past, bringing back those memories of Speedway of days gone by. Speedway of yesteryear on the old chap machines. Here we go, they're out once again, all chromed up and looking good. And the bikes are too. So here we go then, the second heat of the 3 heats of blast from the past. Riding in red on this one. Once again, riding in red, representing Southampton in the Southampton race meet there, is Rob Snow. Rob Snow, the riding in red on gate number 2. Riding in blue off gate number 3 is Ron Jones, keeping the vibe alive from Coventry. Ron Jones riding in blue, gate number 3 for Coventry. Riding in white is Dave Harden, and riding in yellow. Riding in yellow, Paul Stanley.
Blast from the past at Heat 2, and the
one lap. And I'm just waiting to get confirmation that things have been made up of winners or best heat times of the riders through the night. We're going to be having a mad dash, and it's going to be for a trophy that we're going to bring out and present to the riders in Bryn's name. In Bryn's memory, we're going to present this trophy, so it'll be sort of, I guess, you could say for the best rider of the night, but they'll do a mad dash in order to win it, and to qualify for that, I think it's being done on heat times throughout the evening, but I will let you know exactly what that's all about as and when it unfolds, but that should be good fun anyway, just one mad lap dash for that Bryn Williams trophy. Later this evening. That will take place, by the way, directly after Heat 15. So leading up to then, we've got the interval with Carys as well. We've got some more blast on the pass.
So let's get ready for heat number 9. little break there. And James Cockle riding in the red helmet. Chris Widman is in blue. Georgie Wood in white. Carl Bickley is the rider in yellow. Kyle so far a win and a last. Georgie Wood has had a win and a second. James Cockle started off with a win and retired from his last race. Chris Widman, 2 third places. So the home side, the Warriors, are relying on James Cockle to get out in front in this one and get some support from Widman. Georgie Wood will certainly be chasing very, very hard, you can be sure of that. 22-26 the scores in favour of the visitors. Waiting patiently for the starting marshal to call them into place to get this one underway. The 9th of 15, the Wildcats, 4 points to the good at the halfway stage. We get towards the business end of the meeting. Green light's about to come on and away they go, and it is Cockle from the outside. He's made a super start there. Cockle is in front, Woods there in second place. Third place it is Widman, and at the back it is Bickley, but out in front it is James Cockle. Made no mistake that time. Whatever mechanical problems he had, he seems to have sorted them out. Georgie Wood chasing hard in second place. Widman still in third place. At the moment it is Georgie Wood splitting up the Warriors pair as go down the back straight, round the bottom turn. Track looking very, very bumpy going into that third turn there. But it is Cockle in front, leading the way. Still Wood chasing hard in second place. And I don't think he's going to catch him this time. He's going right up the bank and trying to find some drive here. This track totally different to what he's used to down at Arlington. But it's still Cockle here who's in front, and Wood is gaining. He is gaining now. Can he find a big last swoop here? He will go up the bank and round the big turn here. He will cut back to the inside. He's going to race to the line. But it is Cockle who just about hangs on there. 3 points to him. 2 points go to Wood. 1 point goes to Widman. The deficit is reduced by another 2 points there, because that is a 4-2 to the Warriors. The skipper James Cockle winning that one, 71.3 seconds. Second place going to Wood. Third place to Widman. 4 points to the Warriors. 2 points to the Wildcats. And after 9 heats, it's 26 points to the Isle of Wight and 28 points to Weymouth. So that is the scores then after 9 of the 15 heats.
The Warriors skipper with a superstar out of gate number 4, held together all the way around those 4 laps against winner James Cockle in a winning time 71.3. Second place in hot pursuit there was Georgie Wood for the Wildcats, 2 points to Georgie. Third place, useful point as well for Chris Widman in blue for the Warriors, and the fourth finisher was Kyle Bickley, no score.
So here we go then, the riders coming on to the circuit for heat number 10. Ben Wilson in the red helmet and his partner Ben Hopwood. Well, they got a 5-1 together back there. Well, they almost got a 5-1, I should say, back there in heat number 6, of course, because Georgie Wood managed to split them on the last turn. But they come out this time with Rob Shuttleworth in the white helmet and Tom Woolley in yellow. The Shuttleworth, 2 points to his name so far. Tom Woolley, 4 paid, 5 to his. Ben Wilson, well, he's got 2 and a bonus. And Ben Hopwood so far is on 8 out of 9. So maybe this is the one where the Warriors will get themselves back at least on level terms. Although Woolley and Shuttleworth, very fast competitors, know a fast way around this circuit. They won't be giving anything away.
His partner riding in white is Rob Shuttleworth. Lining up now for the Isle of Warriors.
So we're waiting patiently for the starting marshal to call them into line to get this one underway. 10th of 15 races. Now the starting marshal's had enough. Getting a little bit nippy out there. So here we go then, Woolley on 1, Hopwood on 2, Shuttleworth on 3, Wilson on the outside, which has been very favourable gate, and he's made a super start from it as well. But Hopwood has missed the start here. It's Woolley in second place. Hopwood moves out to the dirt, shuts out. Shuttleworth there goes down the back straight and flies past Woolley. So it is the two Bens out in front. Ben Wilson in front, Ben Hopwood in second place. Shuttleworth coming back at Hopwood here. At the back it is Tom Woolley, who made a super start there. He got picked off very easily. And it is the Warriors giving them the old 1-2. They go round the bottom turn. Ben Wilson looking for his first win of the evening. Hopwood in second place looking for another maximum for him. He'll be happy. He got beaten in his first race. And Shuttleworth, well, looks like he's given up the chase here. Woolley tailed off at the back here. But Ben Wilson, it is leading the way here. The new Warrior this year. Saw him crash out of the Vince Mapley Trophy last week. But he's got a sizable lead here. He goes round the bottom turn, heads for the checkered flag. And a victory here in heat number 10. And listen to the crowd here. They enjoyed that one because Ben Hopwood's second place means it's 5 to the Warriors. It is 1 to the Wildcats. And that means they're in front for the first time on the night. The Isle of Wight have 31 and Weymouth have 29. So the home side's first 5-1 of the night, the first 5-1 of the season as far as home speedway goes. And it's enough to put them in front by 2. Ben Wilson coming round to the applause of the crowd. Certainly they enjoyed that one there. And even more so, they've seen their team go in front. So wheelie celebrations for the Warriors. Ben Wilson decides he can stand up and do a wheelie as well.
No score. Winning time for Ben Wilson in heat number 10, 71.0. The progressive score after the 5-1 heat advantage.
So we move on then to heat number 11. And, well, it's another toughie here for the Warriors, but having got themselves back into this match here and got themselves in front for the first time, they will want to try and keep it. Let's take a look then at the lineup. It's Nathan Greaves, who was a fine winner last time out. He rides in red. Rik Mullins has struggled somewhat today. He rides in blue. Matt Williams, unbeaten. He rides in white. Kelsey Dugard is the rider in yellow. That's how they line up then for the 11th of 15 heats.
And it lines up for you a little bit like this.
Williamson, 2 wins out of 2. Kelsey Dugard. Well, after a pointless first ride, he's picked up 2 second places. Nathan Greaves, a second and a win to his name. And Rik Mullins hoping for some points there up gate number 3, but he's missed a start. And so hit the first turn, it's Greaves who's made a sensational start there. Greaves in front of Williamson, cutting back to the inside as he goes down the back straight here into the bottom turn, and Williamson dives through on the inside of Greaves, and he just powers away. 1 lap completed, and Williamson it is looking for win number 3, practically a little bit bare on the inside. There's Greaves in second place, Dugard is in third place, and Mullins has retired from the race again here. The visitors on a 4-2, and this will extend their chances of winning this match because it will bring them back level once again. Williamson leading the way. He's not looking back, he's only looking in front. He's looking for win number 3. He's almost certainly to have 5 rides as well. There's Dugard in third place. Greaves there's going to have to settle for second place, but it is Matt Williamson who he's going to win his third race on the bounce here. And with Dugard taking third place there, the difference is 0 because it is 33 points to the Warriors and 33 to the Wildcats. And well, the fans enjoyed that one. We are all level. And well, 70.9 the winning time. So Williamson coming round for another lap of honour here, and he has looked very, very fast, that is for sure. Showing a liking to this huge circuit here on the island. So we are down to 4 races. 33-33. It really couldn't be any closer, could it?
Second place was the Warriors' Nathan Greaves in red. Third place.
So here we go then, the riders coming on to the circuit for heat number 12. It's James Cockle riding in red, winner last time out. Jamie Sealey, his partner in blue. For the visitors, Rob Shuttleworth is in the white helmet, and there is a change in yellow. It is Kenny Baldry replacing Kyle Bickley. So reserve switch there.
And the rider in yellow will be Kenny Baldry replacing
So Baldry coming out for an extra ride, scored 1 point in all his races so far. Shuttleworth has struggled for points today as well. He's only on 3 points. So here we go then, starting marshal, calling him into place. It's Cockle on the inside there. And Sealey there on gate number 3. Green lights on and away they go. And Shuttleworth's made a good start from the outside, but so has Cockle on the inside. And Cockle moves across here and plucks the run from Shuttleworth as they go down the back straight. Baldry's gone into 3rd place. Shuttleworth going after James Cockle up front here though. Into that first turn once again, it is the Warrior skipper leading the way here in this 12th heat. Shuttleworth not far behind, keeping him honest as they go round the bottom turn. Cockle not looking back, he's only looking in front. Shuttleworth still chasing hard in 2nd place. This is where the race is. 3rd place back, it is Kenny Baldry keeping up his consistent runs of 3rd place points here. Sealey at the back, but the Cockle coming under pressure up the front here. We've got 1 lap to go. Can Shuttleworth find a way through on the inside? He moves out into the dirt line as I say that, but Cockle's kept his wheel straight here. He goes into the bottom turn. It is the Warrior skipper who is going to get another race winner. There he goes over the line. 3 points to Cockle, only that machine problem in his 2nd race. 2nd place goes to Shuttleworth. 3rd place there goes to Baldry. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 to the Wildcats. 36-36 the scores now after 12 heats. 3 heats remaining. Still, any result is possible in this match. So the skipper coming round here for a lap of honour. 3 wins out of 4 for the skipper. 72 seconds his winning time. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. Only the blob in his 2nd ride. And he struggled with machine problems, which forced him to retire in the end. And of course, it was a vital one for the visitors. They got a 5-1 in that race. So the veterans coming on to the circuit once again. Let's hand you down to Chris Popple.
So then, blast from the past, the final launch line is seat number 3 of the blast from the past, and the lineup will look like this. Riding on the inside gates in white is Dave Harvey. Gate number 2 in yellow and black is Paul Standing. Gate number 3, Ron Snow, and gate number 4, Ron Jones. races.
So here we go then, heat number 13, and what a lineup we've got for this one here, because we've got Ben Wilson riding in the red helmet. His partner in blue, Nathan Greaves. For the visitors in white, the unbeaten Matt Williamson. And in yellow, the spectacular Georgie Wood, who's got 7 points out of 9. Williamson 9 out of 9 for the home side in this one. Ben Wilson 6 paid 7 so far from his 3 starts, and Nathan Greaves has scored 7 from his 3. Williamson will be favourite, and he's off that inside gate, gate number 1. It really is an interesting looking lineup here.
His partner Matt Williamson in white, Ben Wilson in red for the Warriors, and his partner in blue is Nathan Greaves. So come on, he's
Starting marshal, be impatient here. Nobody has gone home. It's a super crowd here at the Andrew Uni Stadium here on the Isle of Wight, just outside Ryde. And bring your friends along every week, folks, because this is the place of pace. So here we go then, Williamson on 1, Wilson on 2. Gate number 3 there in yellow, Georgie Wood on the outside, Nathan Greaves, and away they go. And a charge for the first turn, and Greaves has made a superstar, and Wilson's gone with him. It's the Isle of Wight 1 and 2. Williamson is back in 3rd place. Wood is at the back here, and it is the Warriors in front. So Ben Wilson leading the way, Greaves tucked in behind him in 2nd place. And if it stays like this, the home side will go in front with just 2 heats remaining. Wilson and is in front, looking very, very fast. Greaves quite happy to sit behind him as the dust begins to fly a bit here. Place of pace around this first and second turn. Williamson, well, he's looked immaculate all night. He can do nothing about it this time. He's there in 3rd place. At the back it is Georgie Wood, who's tailed off here. But it is the Warriors who are going to put themselves in pole position with just 2 heats remaining. Down the back straight into the bottom turn. Ben Wilson in front. Nathan Greaves is going to follow him home, and the crowd are going to make some noise here. Williams, that's the door shut on him there. And over the line, 5 big points there to the Isle of Wight, sees them go in front by 41 points to 37. A punch of the fist there between Greaves and Wilson. That is a big race. That is a vital one. Williamson sees his unbeaten record go out the window. Are we going to get wheelie celebrations? We are from Ben Wilson, that's for sure. And the former Sheffield Tiger showing why the Warriors was so desperate to get his signature. Super win there. Flash pose for the cameraman there on the back straight. Nathan Greaves takes the smoother way round for 2 points. 71.3, there was the winning time there. And 41.37 the scores now with just 2 heats remaining. James Cockle out there gives Greaves a pat on the back. You know what it meant there. So here we go then, the penultimate heat of this grand challenge match for the Bryn Williams celebrations. I'm sure Bryn, looking down, will be enjoying this one from that stadium up there in the sky. So the lineup sees Chris Widman in red, and James Sealey is replacing Rik Mullins in blue. Tom Woolley is in white, and Kyle Bickley replaces Kenny Bowdry in yellow. Well, Bickley started off with a win, hasn't scored since. Let's see what he can do in this one. He has got the favoured outside gate, which has been by far superior to everybody here today. Chris Cassidy, starting marshal, calling him into line. Widman there in the red helmet. So Sealey on the inside, and next to him it is Tom Woolley, and away they go, and a charge for the first down, and Widman's made a good start. Widman though is being squeezed out as Woolley comes through on the inside. Bickley goes round the outside, and it's the Wildcats who are running wild. Woolley on the inside, Bickley running right up the dirt line here. Widman back in third place, Sealey at the back, and well, just when you thought the Warriors were about to nip the match in the bud, the Wildcats have come back. So Bickley started off with a win. It looks like he's going to finish with a win. Goes down the home straight once again. The teenage tearaway leading the way here. Second place, Tom Woolley. Third place, it is Widman. And the Warriors can do nothing about it here, because it is the visitors who are going to slam home a big 5-1 should it stay like this, and it will level things up once again with 1 heat to go. Well, the Wildcats have led by 6 points. They've seen it clawed back. They've trailed by 4, but they are going to go into the final heat all level. Bickley, the winner of the penultimate heat, heat number 14. Second place goes to Tom Woolley. Third place goes to Chris Widman. 1 to the Warriors, 5 to the Wildcats. There's the scores on the doors. It's Isle of Wight 42. It is Weymouth 42, and it doesn't get any closer than that. So Woolley and Bickley decide they will milk the applause of the crowd. Woolley does it on one wheel. Very appreciative crowd here today as well. They have been entertained, not just with the big guys here, but of course we've had the veterans as well. Down the back straight, the final time, knowing they have put their team level. So we are 4 laps, just over 70 seconds or under 70 seconds away from knowing who is going to win this meeting. So let's take a look at the lineup then for the final heat. The nominated riders in the white helmet for the visitors, where you just saw him get a paid win. That is Tom Woolley. So far, he's got 5 paid, 7. Matt Williamson is in the yellow helmet. So far, Matt has scored 10. Beaten last time out, and who beat him? The 2 next to him in the red helmet, Ben Wilson. So far, Ben has scored 9, paid 10. And in the yellow, or blue helmet rather, it is Nathan Greaves. And Greavesy has so far scored 9, paid 10. It's an interesting one. Which way will it go?
That's your line for the final heat of the team racing tonight. This then.
So this is to decide which team, Isle of Wight or Weymouth, will be victorious in the Bryn Williams Celebration meeting. Here we go, green lights on and away they go. And a charge for the first turn, and it is Wilson on the inside who's got away here for the Warriors, and here comes Williamson. He's giving it a go. Let's go down the back straight, but it's Wilson on the inside, Williamson on the outside. Williamson going out in the dirt line round the outside, powers past the Warriors number one. Third place there in the white helmet, it is Tom Woolley. Greaves is at the back. Can he find a way through on the inside? A beautiful switch back there as he goes through into third place. It's all changed in this one. Williamson out in front from Wilson, putting him under pressure. Greaves has got that third place point. If it stays like this, it will be a draw. Down the back straight, Matt Williamson in front. They're in second place. It is Ben Wilson, and Wilson's not going to catch in this time. 1 lap to go. Matt Williamson in front for the Weymouth Wildcats. Down the back straight. Second place there, it is Ben Wilson, but it is Williamson who is going to claim his 4th win of the night. There he goes over the line. Second place goes to Wilson. Third place goes to Greaves. And at the back it is Tom Woolley. Wow, what a finish to the meeting. Fairness to Wilson, he gave Williamson room on the outside. He said, if you've got the bottle, go for it. And Williamson showed he had the bottle and he went for it. And he got it. And he took 3 points. It's 3 points to the Isle of Wight, 3 to Weymouth. There's the final scores on the doors. It is the Isle of Wight on 45 points. It is Weymouth on 45 points. And the Bryn Williams Celebration meeting has ended in a draw. Well, celebrations it may be. 69.8 the winning time. And well, we said it doesn't matter what match it is, once these guys get on the bike, they go for it. And that's exactly what they've done. So the crowd beginning to disperse from the Andrew Uni Stadium. Let's give you the individual riders' scores. And we start with the Wildcats. There is Matt Williamson at number 1. He scored 13 out of 15. Kelsey Dugard, 5 and 1 bonus. Rob Shuttleworth, he scored 5. Tom Woolley, 5 and 2 bonus. Didn't score in that last one. Georgie Wood, 7 points, but he worked so hard for those 7 points. Carl Bickley scored 6, and Kenny Baldry, 4 and 2 bonus. So that is the visitors from Weymouth. Let's have a look at the home side. The White Warriors, and number 1, Ben Wilson. Well, make it, he scored 11 and 1 bonus. Ben Hopwood, 10 and 1 bonus. James Cockle scored 9. Chris Widman scored 4. Nathan Greaves come good at the end, 10 and 2 bonus. Rik Mullins scored 2. And Jamie Sealey failed to score. So there you have it. It's 45 points to the Wildcats, 45 points to the Warriors. Let's go join Andy Haig for some interviews. But for me, it's time to say good night.
Okay, James, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great meeting tonight.
Yeah,
and
wonderful.
let's get this away from here. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about Weymouth and how you're progressing with everything. It's a great event that we put on tonight together, and I think it's a real success for Speedway as well.
Yeah.
And I think that Weymouth did themselves really proud, and the profile is increasing all the time, and so it's the right steps forward. So you're doing SDL League this year as well, right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. We're running out of Plymouth. We're racing against Reading, who are racing out of Eastbourne. We are actually at Kent on Monday, racing against the Kent Kestrels. Somerset are hosting Exeter, and we're still waiting to see if Wade are joining in, but yeah, and Plymouth are running out of Plymouth as well, so yeah, everything's looking good, and yeah, our profile is getting noticed. I'm getting emails from Weymouth Council. You know, every day somebody's emailing us, and you know, just generally helping us out.
And that's what it's about. You know, It's about increasing your profile, living the dream, making people understand the dream. And we spoke a little bit today about what we've done here and how you kind of think the same way that we do. And I think once you do that and you start presenting that, then the dream will become a reality, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you've done a wonderful job here, and
This is cosy.
yeah, if we can get anywhere near as good as what you've got over here, it is something to believe. You make us feel so welcome. We all enjoy coming over here, and tonight's meeting was absolutely brilliant. Well, I believe a draw was the right sort of score in the end.
Yeah, well, of course, we were very happy to have a draw. I mean, the side that you put together was amazing, and a draw was a good result for us, if we're really honest. And the fact that the crowd was so huge, it would have been quite important for us to have a draw or win, because it's interesting, the feedback that I had from the crowd, last heat deciders are always great. You know, win, lose or draw, they're still great, but you want to win or draw. But the feedback that I had today from people that had never been to Speedway before was, gosh, I didn't know this place existed. It's such fun, the family fun, all the kids involved, we involve everybody, me leaping around like an idiot, you know, all of that stuff makes it what it is, and we're really proud of that. And as I say, with Weymouth, we're here on your doorstep. You just have to ask if we can help you in any way. Now I'm going to talk to Martin about the meeting as well. So Martin, I'm interviewing today, it's great. So so how was it today? What did you, I think the boys did a great job, and we 45 draw was really good.
I think so. Fair result in the end. Teams were evenly matched. You know, we were a little bit weak at the bottom end. Top end we were strong, but I think overall it was a good, fair result and a good result for the crowd.
Yeah, that's right. The crowd, I think, loved it. I loved it. I always love it, especially last heat decider is my favourite. You're right. The lower end of the team probably needs a little bit more time to bed in, but that will come. Jamie Sealey had his engine problem when he arrived, but I think he learnt a few lessons tonight. And Ricky suffered from arm pump, I gather. Yeah. So hopefully that will all be fixed by Plymouth, and we can crack on.
I think so. It's looking good. Jamie's looking good at the position he's riding, trying hard. Rik was not on the game tonight, but he had a heavy crash at Plymouth last week, and it takes its toll on you sometimes. I saw him in the pits as he came off the track last week, and he just didn't look himself. So we have to take recognition of that fact that he's probably not 100% fit, but like most Speedway riders, they feel that they want to get back on the bike and ride. But no, I think the track was slightly disappointing in places, that after all the work that we'd put in, but on a drying day with sun and wind, it's hard to.
Yeah, you can't get it perfect.
Yeah.
Talking of which, I just want to say, this man is great. Martin and I, we work together all the time. Watch the videos, watch everything that we do. We believe in the Warrior way. We put it on because we love it and we want this place to be a success. It's hard work and we do our best for you. So if you get the chance, please come and see us. And if you don't like it, tell me why, and I'll find a reason to fix it for you.
Can I just say, I was talking to a family, a man by the retreat from Stoke, who follows motorsport all over the country. Goes to watch the stock cars at Stoke. It's fully into motor racing, and he said this atmosphere beats anything that he's seen around the motorsport circuit.
That's brilliant.
And he's over here on holiday. He hasn't been here for years, and he'll be back next time. He said this atmosphere, the family entertainment, with the kids, everything about it is really good. So that makes it all worthwhile. We're doing the right thing. We're doing it the Warrior way.
The Warrior way.
Woo!